when Governor Eddie Calvo announced that, quote, "Today the government of Guam owes you $287 million in tax refunds," Senator Ben Pangilinan pointed out that Department of Revenue Tax Acting Director John Camacho said only $209 million were owed in taxes. So why the difference?
I'm giving a figure as of January 26, in which the 287 is as of September 30, 2010. So
Camacho further explains that his figure was only based on income tax refunds that are owed, and the $287 million figure was based on a tax liability report that the governor cited that included the liability for the Making Work Pay credits and the EITC settlement.
When we go back and we add the working to pay credit, or making work pay credit, basically of around 61 million as of December 31st. And when we go back and actually add the 17 million that was paid up from October 1st to present of 70 million and the 3.2 million remaining for under the EITC settlement fund, we're going to be roughly within that range. And when I was adding it up, it's about maybe 290.
But this $287 or even $290 million figure is a total tax liability figure, not the actual amount owed to taxpayer for refunds. That amount is $209 million, as Camacho indicated to lawmakers earlier this week. So was the governor wrong? It's really a matter of what the governor meant when he said GovGuam owed $287 million in tax refunds. If he meant total tax liability, which includes the Making Work Pay credit and the EITC, then he's correct. But if he was referring to actual refunds owed to taxpayers, then that number is around $209 million. In fact, the $61 million in Making Work Pay credits is not the amount that is owed to taxpayers. It's the amount of money that the federal government has given to GovGuam for the Making Work Pay credit.
We received this money in advance, and if I'm not mistaken, by the year 2013, any unused funds that we receive in advance, we would have to return back that money to the U.S. Treasury.
But not to Guam taxpayers. Also, Revenue Tax hasn't determined and can't yet determine how much of the Making Work Pay credits, if any, will have to be paid back to the U.S. Treasury. They won't know this until they are done processing and paying all tax refunds for 2009 and 2010. Even then, there is always the possibility that the U.S. Treasury will actually owe GovGuam.
Oh yes, that's also possible. In the event, part of the MOU is that if they understated our projection or our estimation is understated, then we would have to make that claim with the U.S. Treasury, and they would reimburse us for that money.